Hi folks, and welcome back to Conan Exiles. So as you can possibly see, we are back at our starter base all the way over the east coast, because we're going to take a little break from the Vault Raider journey step at the moment, because something we haven't done, even though we learned it a long while ago, is we're going to do some sorcery leveling. So the location just behind us there, Riverwatch Keep, just below that is the cave that you learn sorcery in. So I think we learned that several episodes ago, and then we've done absolutely nothing about it since then. So what we'll do is we'll start working on the sorcerer journey step, and at the end of it hopefully it'll give us this rather stylish helmet. Okay, let's switch journey there. So the first thing we have to do is find and defeat a sorcerer. Well, that's easy enough because there is a bunch in that Riverwatch Keep camp just behind us, so let's head over there. Back in our old stomping ground. You coming? Yeah, I've got one of you anyway. So there is one up here. We'll just fight our way through a couple of mobs first. Hello. Coming to visit. Right, take you out. Boom. Take you out. Boom. Over here. Hopefully none of these are named people. No. Don't have nameplates on, but never mind. Right. Oh, Archer, take him out, and I'll take you out. Come here. There we go. Journey step completed. What do you have on you? Failed pages, cloth satchel, skull. I'm not bothered about that. Okay, find the hidden sorcerer's cave. Right, well that is just down here. Right there. Let's jump off of here. It's a nice and easy cave compared to the Exile lands, because there's no corruption. And there's no corrupted shalebacks to fight to get all the way through. Possibly is corruption back at the when we get to this very end bit. There we go, there we go, that's again, touch the Tomb of Kurak. We've already done that, but there is corruption in here, okay, there we go. And then access the bench. Get out of here quickly. Yeah, it's a bit unfair that it's a... well, you can just run past the corrupted shalebacks, but you get corruption all the way through the cave on the Exiled lands, and there's like maybe 5 or 6 corrupted shalebacks. But here, you can just run straight into an empty cave and you only get corruption in the very last part. Okay, right, so we've done that. So next we have to access or place a thaumaturgy bench. So we'll do that back in our main base. So I'm going to head back up there just now, and I'll meet you when I get there. Okay, see you soon. Okay, we're almost back, but I just wanted to show you a little addition that I made to the base recently. So I've made a elevator to get straight up on top of the base, and it comes down, and I've made a little base, or a little building, just around the elevator. The elevator's in the middle there. And little decorated it with some little bits and bobs around the place, so I can get in here. Unfortunately, I haven't learned the fast elevator, it's just the slow elevator, so you can see how slow it is. It's pretty nicely centered in the middle here, so we can come straight through the top. Like that. And we'll make our way all the way up to the top, so I'll speed this little part up. Okay, we're up top. So I can get out of here, and what I'll do is I'll send it back down again so that it's ready for us the next time we come up. There we go. See how slow it is. Right, and the other addition I've made is this little diving board here. So you can just dive off of the end of that and it takes you straight down into the water. There's a quick way of getting down. And then... Oh, come on horse, out the way. Then you can get the elevator back up. Right, let's park the horse here. And we need to go up here and we need to craft ourselves a thaumaturgy bench. So the other addition I've made is I've kind of done a bit of work on the back here. I've got these two platforms. One here. And one here. With some arcade banners. And flags. And the idea is I'm going to have my bench and possibly the sacrificial slab thing up here. And we'll have the circle of power over in that one there. And we'll have to find another location where we'll put the, what's it called, the transportery stone once we get to that point and we can actually build one of them. Right, so when we were in the cave we learned a couple of bits and bobs. So we've learned basic sorcery, which teaches us how to make a staff, the bench, reveal corruption, ice bridge, and the various pouches. So ice bridge, so we've only got the two spells so far, ice bridge and reveal corruption. So reveal corruption just shows you corrupted things. It's more of a PvP thing to show you items are corrupted, and the ice bridge builds a bridge of ice, as the name suggests. Can we actually craft one? Where's the... Oh, we didn't get a second staff. We got a second tomb, but we didn't get a second staff. But I do have, I think it's this one. All the sort of sorcery type stuff I've collected during my travels. Oh, there's also scout reports in here. But skulls, crystal, I know we need crystal to make the bench, a bunch of pages, some failed pages, add that in there, and some pouches we've collected, and there's our staff, and the previous tomb we had, so we can throw that one away, we only need one. So let's take that, let's open the cloth satchel, and we didn't actually get anything with notes, useless, the map, useless, okay. Alright, let's go out the back. But do you need a pouch? They've changed the reagents that are required. Since the state present, so raw forces of nature. Ooh, did it do that yellow thing before? Missing a burlap pouch, okay. Let's take this whole chest and we'll move it over here. Stick it here first now. Cloth, burlap, so let's take one burlap pouch and we'll just go out the back. Also made a little bit out here as well. It kind of hangs over. It's not going to be able to go that far, is it? Let me just drop down here and we'll just make a bridge here just to show you a bridge. You've probably all seen this many times before already. Ice bridge, and then you point your cursor where you want the bridge to go. Off it goes. It actually does go quite far. There you go. You've got a bridge you can go across. It lasts about a minute or so. And then it'll disappear. One of the kind of useful spells. Right, so we need to make our bench. So what do we need? We'll need our hammer back. Let's put that in there. Crafting stations, alchemy, no, not alchemy, sorcery, golden workbench, guardian, there's the bench there. So we need 300 stone, 50 crystal and 50 iron bars. So 300 stone, we have got we've got some stone left in here. We do. So 300 of that. 50 iron bars. And then we have 50 crystal, got a bunch of crystal in the chest. I thought it was more crystal than that, and I wonder if they've reduced that as well. Right, and we'll stick that in the middle here. There's the bench. Kind of stick it, flay about. Okay, look. Stick it there, that'll do. Right, upgrade your Tomb of Kurak. So we need to put the tomb... Oh, I chucked my one away, so the rest of the other one's in here. I'm going to need all these sorceress pages. And we're going to need the tomb. The tomb just stays in here, you don't have to take it with you. And we'll stick the pages down the bottom. You need one page for each spell that you want to upgrade. How many have we got? 5, 8, 9, and then we've got 11. So if we had a sorcerer thrall in here, we'd be able to turn 10 of these failed sorcerer spell pages, words are hard, into a actual spell page. But, right, so the first one we need one putrid meat, luckily enough, we have that, and we need one piece of stone. We have that too. There we go. Alright, and then we're going to cast our little incantation. We're going to upgrade our tomb in order to... So, we need the tomb, one of these empty pages, one putrid meat and one stone, craft. There we go. So we've learned Blood Rite, Soul Drain, Imbue Wisp, and Embed Wisp, was it? Right, so... Blood Rite allows us to extract blood from a... what will we call them? Volunteers? And that's done on the sacrificial stone. And then we can put that blood into a flask to put the sacrificial blood in a flask. The Soul Drain drains a soul from a volunteer, also done at the sacrificial stone. And we've got these two new spells, Imbue Wisp, which imbues a soul onto ourself, eliminating around our area, and the other one is Embed Wisp, where you put it on a fixed point, so it's like sticking a torch down on a fixed point in the ground. So these, I believe, have changed. Oh, complete sorcerer, okay. So where are they? So raw forces of nature, veil and glimpse the past, present and future, so that's not that one. Life, death and undeath. There we go. So sorcerer imbues a soul onto their own flesh, illuminating their path. Or, so you can see they don't require a reagent anymore. They don't need a pouch of any sort. So into a fixed point, so we can select that, and then we can point over there and go... Oh no, it does it where we were, sorry. But you can see we can run away from it, and that wisp stays in that same area. Whereas if we do the other one... this one, you put it on ourself, and then it follows us around, so as we move it comes with us. So it's like a torch. It means that we can have two-handed weapons and still have a light source. So really cool in like dark dungeons, very useful. And also originally I think it was 2 minutes and it's now something like 10 minutes. Doesn't have a timer on Hosav. I'm sure it used to have a timer on Hosav, but not working. But yeah, we'll have that for a bit of while now. Right, so the other thing we can do was the the blood rite ritual, which we need a sacrificial stone for. So what do we need to craft that? That is 600 stone, and 100 iron bar, and 1 torch. Okay. Well, we have all those things. And of course, we're now going to have an annoying light following us around. What was it? 100 iron bars. Oh, we don't quite have 600 stone. But that's okay, because I know where to get some. Right outside our door. Grab that. Grab that. Right, let's go back in here. So how much did we get? We got 250, so we need another 350. Ooh, now we're super heavy. Let's work our way across. And we'll put that how far to the wall can we get it? There. Okay, so there we have it. So what we need to do is capture a friend, a volunteer, and we drag him up here and we strap him to there, and then we can perform the sacrifice ritual. And I'm not going to do that because I'm aware of YouTubers getting their channels taken offline, because it is a pretty, and as gory as Conan is, it's a especially gory animation, so we're not going to do that on camera, because various YouTubers have actually had their channels completely cancelled and taken offline for showing that. So we're not going to do that. Okay, so next spell. Next spell requires some feral flesh and some feathers. So we'll definitely have some feathers in here. We do. 5 of them. Let's chuck that skull in here as well while we're at it, with the rest of them. Feral flesh will need to go and where can we get feral flesh from? Those wolves up there can give us feral flesh. So let me nip over there, get some feral flesh, and I'll be back. Okay, we're back. So if we put our feathers and our feral flesh in here, we can upgrade it to the next spell. And that gives us slow fall. So as the name suggests, oh, we're not finished, here we go. If we cast slow fall, we can fall great distances very slowly. So instead of just jumping off of here, okay, we'll land in the water, but if we cast our slow fall, which, where is that, in here? Nope. Let's try again. Raw nature, raw power of nature. And then we have, oh, we need a pouch for that one though. Okay, let me go and grab a pouch. Right, got a pouch this time, so let's try again. So, raw forces of nature, slow fall, plus severe. There we go, and then we can just walk off of here and we'll just slowly fall down and we don't get hurt. Yeah, we hit the wall, then we hit the water. But yeah, you can fall all the way down. I think again you've got 2 minutes or so. You can also kind of do like super jumps, because you can you fall much slower. There you go, there's slow fall. Right, let me get back upstairs and we'll move on to the next one. Right, we've taken the elevator and we're back up, back in the castle again. So, next spell is Savoury Flesh and Glowing Goop. So I've got Savoury Flesh, so we just need one of them. Could drop the rest in here and we'll get it cooking. We don't want that. Well, let's swap that for that, because it weighs less. Glowing Goop is something we should have picked up. Get that out of various rivers and water. I think it's 10, I think it said. I think we also possibly got some from the supply races when we were looking for the grave digger a lot. Right, stick that in there. We don't need that feral flesh either. Here we go. Craft. What does this give us again? I've forgotten the order that you get them in now. Oh, it's the Abyssal Mount and the Abyssal Rhino, so I guess that probably means we've also learned the Circle of Power. So these are the Abyssal Mounts which are made at Circle of Power, and here's the Circle of Power. So, Horse Mount and Rhino Mount. Okay, we're going to need our hammer back. So this is the standard one. This is another one that it came from one of the battle passes. It's just a different skin for this one. So we'll build a standard one of the same. 100 brick, 200 bone meal, 50 steel, 100, 250. Yep, same. Right, so we should have bone meal in our grinder, which you get from, of course, grinding bones. And I think horns and fangs and other stuff. Brick, we should have in here. Was it? Was 100, and we need 50 steel bars. We should have plenty of steel bars in here. Okay. And we'll put the Circle of Power over on this side, because it's a bit bigger. So, one Circle of Power. Oh, it does just fit. Try and get it in the middle. There we go. Circle of Power. So at the moment we can make two things, a horse and a mount. So I did grab a sacrificial blood earlier on without showing you the gruesomeness. We need 10 bone and 10 demon blood. No, demon blood. We do have demon blood. 10 of them. 10 of them. Luckily we managed to pick up quite a lot of these mats over our playthrough so far. What's that one? So it's the same, but instead of bones it's 5 horns for the rhino. Let's craft this spell. Go. Now, so it's got an awesome skin with this sort of glowing, I don't know, lava, charred mess with steam coming off the back of it. But the problem with it is, it only has, that's maybe more than it was before. It's maybe had a boost as well, but it doesn't have much health. It's got 0 chance of leveling up, although when it does level up it will get perks. And it levels up super fast, but the main problem with it is that it only lasts, like, I think as long as you're using it, it'll last like basically forever, but as soon as you stop using it, I think after like 5 or 10 minutes of inactivity, then it turns against you. Let's see if we can get a level up. So it is just, there's a level up already. But because it's got 0% chance, it doesn't get any extra health when it gets oh, it's a fast turn. And I don't think it's got any inventory slots. No, it doesn't have an inventory at all, because it'll disappear. You probably don't want to store anything on it anyway, because it will turn nasty and then it'll disappear. But there, yeah. Like, I used it in my 3.0 playthrough. I used it just to ride down to the jungle to go and pick up an actual horse. And I think I also rode up to go and get the salamanders, to get the volatile glands. So, went up and I used it for that. And because you used it, it stays with you. But if you just don't use it for a while, it'll turn against you and start fighting. But I mean, it doesn't have a lot of health, so your guys will be able to take it out pretty easy. So let me just go park it next to our dog. So when it does go nasty, at least the dog should fight back. Right. Stand guard there. You are on... are you on guard? Yeah, okay. Right, you watch that thing. Right. Next. What's next? Let's see. The next one needs human flesh. Oh, this is the one that needs volatile glands. So this is, I know because it has volatile glands, this is the wall of fire one. I don't think we have much in the way of volatile glands at all. It's not something we've come across that much. None in there. 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 Anything in here? 7. Okay, so that's not enough. Right, so we need to go and find... I think they're called salamanders in this game, even though they are clearly iguanas. Giant iguanas. I think we find them possibly around... It's one of these lakes. I can't remember which one, but around these lakes we should be able to find some of those. I believe they're called salamanders in the game, although they're not. So I need to go and grab some of them. So you still follow me? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to head over there, and I'll see you when we get there. And we'll see whether that thing's still there when we come back. Okay, see you very soon. Okay, we're finally back. So we found the lake, and it does indeed have the salamanders that are actually iguanas. It's up here, this big lake here, so it's the first of the 3 that I thought it was. And it's right beside this little undead Stygian settlement here called Scryer's Heights. I had a bit of a weird thing. I got up here and then I went to hit record and my recording software wouldn't kick in. So I had to restart my computer, and when it did that, it applied a Windows update. So we've been offline for a little bit while that happened. Right, let's take on these spitty guys. And I think when they hit them, they will say, "Yep, salamander." But if you look up a salamander, they look nothing like these guys, and these are iguanas. I know this because we used to have pet iguanas. They weren't this size, but they were pretty. But maybe 5 foot long. Right, I can never remember what is the correct tool to get them with. So, none out of that one. Let's try the hatchet. Got a head. None out of that one. Okay, let's try the next one. What else have we got? We've got the cleaver. You're poison away. None out of that one either. It was maybe skinning knife, is it? Come on, what do we need? 8? Lots of aloe around here as well. First you've got to roll down the hill. Right, you get that one. Right, that'll hide. Nope. Not getting any. Over encumbered. We're over encumbered. Get rid of that. Let's try the pick again. Ah, typical. Can you stand on you? No. Ooh, now we're over encumbered again. Put that on there. Oh, got 10. Okay. Right, let's see if we can get a few more. Is there any more? There's a couple more around the corner. One up there. We at least got enough to be able to do the spell with.
Will be as meaningless as your life.
Nope. Oh, I never noticed which tool we got the 10 with. I'll have to. I'll find out when I do the edit, I suppose. Oh, that was clever. Try this again. There we go. Another 10 there. Or 20 there, was it? Of course, iguanas don't spit poison at you, so... Okay, so we've got 30 now. So that's what we need. Alright, give you that and that. Right. Head home and I'll go and get some human flesh because we also need human flesh. I'll find a human camp on the way. Okay, see you soon. Okay, we're back. So let's get going. So we're going to need 15 of them. And we're going to need, is it one? Just one human flesh. Okay, and then we can level up this. Do the ritual again. Wall of fire. Right. Let's head outside and cast Wall of Fire. I believe Wall of Fire chain. It used to literally be a straight line, which was very unuseful. Is that a word? Because the mobs just ran round the side of it. So let's cast it now, because I believe it's now a more of a ring of fire than a wall of fire. So I guess that's nature. Some molten magma from the planet's core causing to erupt from the ground. There we go. So yeah, it's a ring of fire now, although it's still got gaps in it. But oh, we don't take damage when you touch it, but presumably mobs will. Yeah, still not that impressed with the ring of fire, or the wall of fire even. Okay, let's move to the next one. I'm not spending a massive amount of time on each spell because we did go through it in the 3.0 playthrough. Right, so the next one needs normal blood and brimstone. I did pick up brimstone on my way because we went past some. Did I give it to one of you guys? There we go. What was it? 20. And we should have blood in the fluid press. Because if we chuck human parts in, it makes blood. How much was it? I think we're going to need a bunch actually, because there's a few that require blood. And then there'll be a bunch that requires demon blood after that. So let's put that in there. And 20 brimstone. Another sorcerer spell page and another failed one. Right. Cast this once again. Creeping darkness. Does creeping darkness require you to be corrupted? So that's life and death. I think it's this one. No, that's the soul one, so it's not that one. Forces of nature. Escalate. Magma air. Yeah, so it's going to need me to get 20% corrupted. But yeah, I'm not going to do that one. We'll just bypass that one. I think that's the one that makes it all dark and you get zombies coming out of the ground to protect you. If it isn't, I will put it on the screen now what it actually does, but I think that's what it is. Right, next. It needs more blood and 15 alchemical base. Well, we have that. And we have lots of that. 15. And we can put them in there because we can make bombs out of them. What am I losing corruption with? I don't have a dancer. Kept popping up saying losing corruption. Right, let's put it in here. Craft. Mass cull and detect resources. Okay, well, detect resources is the one that we use, so I believe it doesn't need a reagent anymore. Because that's the one we used a lot to try and find the bloodstone, because it'll show you any coal or stone or brimstone or star metal or whatever it is. So let's cast that. That one. Reveal corruption. Focus on rare materials. Yeah, this one. So it's rare material, so it doesn't show stone, but it'll show coal or iron or anything like that. It'll highlight them with a nice, different colour for each thing. And then mass cull, all that'll do is when you cast that, it'll just automatically gather all the resources in your AoE area. It doesn't get as much as if you used a pickaxe, but it's certainly a lot quicker, and you can pick up all the stone and all the iron and all the coal in the area straight away. Okay, let's head inside and do the next one. Right, what's the next one require? It requires... Okay, so this is where we're going to start causing problems. So we need 15 blood and we need a weathered skull. So I think we have some weathered skulls. Not in there though. Or there. Or there. Or there. Oh, maybe we don't have any weathered skulls. In here? Oh, no, I know. They're in the alchemy chest, or the sorcery chest. Oh no, we only have one. Well, that's a sorcery skull. A sorcerer's skull even, so that's no use. Weathered skull. So we can have one of them, and we can learn this spell. And then we're out of skulls. What's this one? Summon corpse. Okay, so this one is a handy one. So if you're away from your base and you get in trouble and you die, obviously, and you drop all your items, you have to basically run naked back to your corpse and get it. But with this spell, you can summon your corpse back to you. So we haven't died, so there's no corpse to summon. But for 1 sacrificial blood in a flask, 50 brimstone and 1 glass flask, you can summon your dead body back and it'll come out here and you can pick up all your stuff and you can get your stuff back without having to run across the map. Right, so now we're out of skulls, and undoubtedly the next one needs another 20 skulls. So blood and skulls. So this is where I'm a bit stuck, so we're going to have to stop here today, because the slow way of getting skulls is to fight skeletons and then get a very rare chance of getting a skull off of a skeleton. But that's a very low chance, and obviously we need 20. The quick way of doing it is if you learn the Zath religion, the spider religion, and craft the Zath dagger that you use for harvesting corpses, and use that dagger on spiders. Kill a spider, use it on the spider, you get a Zathite bag off of the spider, and in the Zathite bags, when you open them, there's a very high chance of getting a whole bunch of weather skulls. Like you can get 50, 100 weather skulls in one bag, so you get a bunch of them. So that's undoubtedly the best way of getting weather skulls. The problem is, I don't know of a way of learning Zath. So we learned Set when we created our character. We chose the Set religion. Acolyte of Set. But we want to learn this, because that gives us this Zathite dagger. But in Exiled Lands, you can go to the trainers for the various religions and learn the religions. I don't believe, and please tell me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I don't believe there are trainers in the Isle of Siptah for the religions. So the only other real way of getting those religions, if you didn't pick it at character creation, is to go and kill tier 4 priests. So you'd have to find tier 4 Zath priests, kill them, and you can get an item off them that will teach you the religion. And even then I don't think that's 100% drop. Or you spend, what was it, 50? 50 points. Okay, I've got loads, so I can do that if I have to, but I'm going to pause here. We'll stop the video, and now if there is an easier and better way of learning the Zath religion, please let me know in the comments, so for the next video I can do that. Otherwise I'm going to have to spend the 50 points. But it seems a bit weird that you can go to a trainer in the Exile Lands and learn it for free, but in Isle of Siptah you have to spend 50 or go hunting for, and the chances of finding a tier 4 Zath priest can't be brilliant, I suppose. But yeah, if there is a better way of learning that in Siptah, please let me know in the comments below. But for now, that's going to do for today. We've learned a whole bunch of sorcery spells. We've powered through it pretty quickly. I just kind of want to get through it as fast. I don't want to spend too much time because we did that already in the 3.0 playthrough, and I just want to get down to the end and get to the transporter stone. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please hit the like button, hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now.